Got something printing at the printer, so I gotta go grab it when it's done. Kind of a last minute addition to today's video. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody had a good weekend and Monday and Tuesday. I sure did. I got back after almost 5 o'clock last night, and I was tired. So once I got unpacked and everything, there was nothing else going on. Nothing else going on. I was very tired. So just want to get up to speed with where we are as of this morning and what the plans are for the next couple of days. So we did get the Star of Wonder update for week 5, which is the finishing, putting our quilt top together. I will have it on the wall this evening, and we'll start sewing that together. So really, all the blocks are already done. I just have to put them in the order in which the layout requires, which is the layout I pretty much assumed it would be, and get the borders, the inner border put on and the outer borders cut. And I'm just going to use the plain white fabric that I was using with the little white on white floral. Unfortunately, you can't see the florals, but they're there. So I have to cut that, and we'll get that put together. So by the end of the week, we'll have a finished quilt top. That I also want to work on the jelly snowflake one and get that one put together, which was the 2020 sew along with the Fat Quarter Shop that I did with Noelle of Laundry Basket Quilts. I will have that on the wall when this one is put together, and I'll do them in that order. And then we've got today's block Wednesday with Pat Sloan. Sorry, I do have to kind of make this a little bit quick because I do have to get to pick up my mother to get her to an appointment, which is about an hour and a little bit away from here. So I got to get on the road again. But so the Simply Jelly Rolls block for this week, week 8, is the custard block, which is this block in the Jelly Rolls quilt, which is this quilt. Such a pretty block. And I have already determined last week that I was going to use the blues that are left in my jelly roll to make this. I think I have enough to just use this floral. I have little bits and pieces of other kinds of florals left. And I also have a little bit of this one left too. So I think I'm just going to use this whole jelly roll strip and make it out of this one. And then next week is putting the top together. So I do have to cut all my sashings and everything. So tonight I'm going to try to get all of the pieces cut. So our sew along tomorrow, I can just sew this block together and then maybe start sewing some of the sashing strips if I get those cut. We'll see. We'll see how much I actually get done tonight. But I think I'm going to use this floral in that one. I have enough of that left over, so I will get that together and then kind of consider my other alternate border options once I get the sashings and the whole top put together. whether or not I actually do the checkerboard border or not. I don't think I have enough strips left over to do that. And if I do, it would have to be the peach ones. But they have to be quite big. So I think I'm going to just skip the checkerboard border and just put a normal regular border on with whatever background fabric I do have left, which isn't a whole lot. So I may not put a border on it. I do have backing fabric I could use, I suppose, after I do take some measurements to see if I have enough of this left over and make a border out of it. This is an option, I believe. So I will be we'll be sewing along with that, and then I can sew along, do the Star of Wonder if and when that gets done. So we've got that going on this week to get week 8 complete, to get that block done. And then the Laundry Basket Quilts block 31 was released yesterday. I already chose my fabrics. And I'm going to be using these. This is going to be the hourglass blocks, these 2 fabrics right here. This is my center block. And then these will be the little 4 patches on the sides. So that's what I have chosen for this week's block 31. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to try to have those cut and the jelly roll, Simply Jelly Rolls week 8 pieces cut, and we'll sew along tomorrow and put those 2 blocks together. And then anything else, I think we're going to go a little longer than an hour tomorrow, just because I have a lot to catch up on this week. And also, I've got to go to the printer because I want to talk about another sew along that I'm going to do as kind of a leaders and enders project or as an actual project, because this sew along starts tomorrow. So give me just a minute to run to the printer, grab that pattern that I just downloaded. I also just posted something to my Facebook page. So the link for the Facebook page is below for the Mixed Lollies sew along. And this is by Emma Jean Jansen. And this is the pattern. And I'm going to sew along. I've got an option sitting over here on my sewing machine to use a jelly roll. It's not a full jelly roll, but I have this jelly roll, which is, I don't even know what it is. What is it? Hang on, let me change my glasses so I can read it. Something that was in one of my sew sampler boxes. Love Lily. Let me open it up. Let me open it up so I can see, because the little ribbon is covering it up. I don't have any strength in my fingers to rip the plastic. Okay. Love Lily by April Rosenthal. So that is this one. It's got purples and pinks and reds and blues and greens. So I can use this. It's not a full jelly roll, so I'd be making, there's a number of different sizes of this. This pattern is $11, and I just downloaded it. The small throw is 46 by 46, and it uses 13 jelly roll strips. And then for the backgrounds, there are 2. And in here she uses a white and a gray gingham. And I am going to use the leftovers of the white on white from the Christmas Mystery. And I have some of this, which might work. You don't need much of that. For background, you need a fat quarter, background fabric 1, 1.5 yards. Just 5/8 of a yard just for the small throw, which is 46 by 46. Otherwise, I might be choosing another different. I have a bunch of these. Hang on. Ooh. I can make a bigger one by using a bunch of my K Facet periwinkle purples and blues and greens fabrics. I just have to go get a second background. I don't know what I would do, but I was thinking I'd run to Joann's either today or tomorrow. So the sew along starts tomorrow, August 1st. And the first week, you are doing your fabric selection and the cutting. So I have some time for that. So from August 1st, let me grab my phone here so I can get the specifics of the dates on this one. And I figured I could use it as leaders and enders or as a complete project. Let me go to my Facebook page here and pull up the dates. Hold on. I gotta go to, in the description is the link that takes you to the place where you can sign up for this by putting in your username or your email address, and you can sign up. It starts August 1st. Hang on, I'm sorry. I need to turn the volume on. Well, because I already signed up for the email. Hold on. Let me see if I got my email because I think something came through. Maybe it didn't. Here we go. Mix Lolly's Quilt Along. Click purchase the patterns. Once you get the email, you'll get a link to go to purchase the pattern if you want to sew along. It's $11, and you could just use jelly rolls or a layer cake even that was mentioned. So well, it starts tomorrow, and again, the first week you're just picking out fabrics. I think it's the 8th where you start sewing, and you're just making 9 patch blocks. And then the next week until the 15th, starting the 15th, then you do all the other background pieces, which is, I think, it's just a small strip with a sew and flip on the end for the pieces in between. So I know I kind of want to do this. So I will be working on that. I want to get all of this stuff taken care of first before I even start that. But I did kind of want to make this. I think that is a cute little quilt. And I think that would be a great addition to my list of quilts. Plus, I needed something to keep me busy now that I've got this one pretty much done and the Christmas mystery. And until another one comes along in September, that'll keep us busy, I think, for another month and then I'll work on some of my whips too. So we will take a look at this, and I'm gonna play with this one, but I kind of want to use some of these cave. I think it would be really pretty in the periwinkles. I had actually purchased those for something different, but I don't really think I'm going to make that. So we'll talk about that. Let's see, what else do we got going on? So the sew along tomorrow, we're going to, I'll try to have all of the fabrics cut this evening for block 31 of the Laundry Basket Quilts. And for the Jelly Roll Sampler, the final block, and get some of the sashings strips cut too, so that we can start sewing that top together. Christmas Mystery, we can sew that top together. I think we're just going to have a longer video tomorrow, since today I have to cut it a little bit short, even though I've gone probably the amount of time that minimum I've required myself to have a video for daily, but I didn't get a whole lot done yesterday. I've been very, very busy, and I'll talk more about my weekend tomorrow and have some other things something else to show you. So, but I at least wanted to get that information out there. Go to my Facebook page. The Emma Jean Jensen's Mixed Lollies Sew Along starts tomorrow if you're interested in joining. This is the quilt, and it comes in 3 different sizes: the small throw, a large throw, and king size. So if that's something that's up your alley and you got a jelly roll strip and a couple of a background fabric and a little accent fabric, you can go ahead and sew along with that too. It's a simple 9-patch and a little sew and flips. It's not a hard, it's very beginner friendly, extremely beginner friendly. So if you're interested to sew along, go ahead, pull out a jelly roll strip and some extra background fabrics, and you'll be good to go. It'll be a quick and simple one. We can use it as a leaders and enders project, and we can go longer than the 4 weeks. I think it goes through the end of the month. So, but I will see you guys tomorrow. You have a fabulous rest of your Wednesday, and bring a project and we'll sew along for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, if we got something to chat about. So you guys take it easy tomorrow, and you have a good night, okay? I love you. I'm glad you're back. Bye.